Hey everybody, just a quick announcement before the episode starts. So if you've listened to this show for any amount of time, you'll know that we use Patreon to support the show rather than ads, which works very well, and we're incredibly appreciative of everybody who supports us through Patreon. But of course, some people can't, some people don't want to, some people are supporting other people. I know that signing up for any kind of monthly donation can be difficult to manage. So we thought we'd introduce something using one of Patreon's other features, which is we've taken a collection of Patreon bonus episodes, in fact, our first series on Patreon. These were episodes where we tackle the series of 2-minute mysteries written by Donald Sobel, and we try and solve them, and we come up with silly solutions, and we try and predict what they're going to be, and it's a really fun way to solve little mysteries. And it's full of ridiculous characters and impressions and songs and music. It's very strange, and it's really lovely, and it's some of our best work. We've taken the first 30 episodes of that, which comprises our first book of 2-minute mysteries, and we've made that a separate individual series that you can just have for a one-off payment. It's $10 to get the whole thing. That's 30 episodes of fun bonus content. It's a great way to support us without feeling like you have to commit to some kind of monthly payment. So there is a link in the show notes to where you can see that, and that link will also go to any others of these that we decide to upload, which I'm sure we will, including probably the rest of the 2-minute mysteries book by book. But it's a really nice way to support the show, and for a one-off payment, get a lovely set of audio episodes that you can listen to. So anyone who wants to help support the show but doesn't want to commit to a monthly donation, that's a really lovely way to get something quick and fun and great to listen to. So check it out. There is a link below, and that link will stay below and update as we add anything else to that set of collections that you can buy. All right, that's it. I'm done. Some of you may not even, this may even be your first episode. You didn't need to listen to this at all. You don't need to support us. That's crazy. Let's jump into the episode. Okay, bye. Welcome to Escape This Podcast, a show that's a mix between tabletop role-playing and escape room puzzles. This is the second episode of Goldilocks and the Three Banks.
Which sounds like a lot more of a connected arc than it is. No, as I've explained,
had 3 banks.
This is just, I wanted to explore the idea of 3 different types of bank rooms.
So if you're waiting for all the characters from the last room to reappear, I'm so sorry. They're not going to be here.
I even made a very distinct decision. It's not the same bank.
It's not even the same universe, but no one will know. But secretly, there's some very important things that
Don't
are
read
different.
into any of that.
The sun in this one is blue. It's actually not. Canonically, it isn't in this room. Every episode, we have
The worst
guests
example you could have given.
We have guests come on and try and play through an audio escape room that Danny has designed and solve puzzles and crack the case and achieve their great goal. This week, we have 3 new guests, all from the quiz podcast, Here's What You Do. Welcome, firstly, James.
Hello.
And Johnny.
Hello.
And John.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, all 3. Welcome to the show. We're excited to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It's
Yeah, great to be here.
nice not to have to prepare a quiz. Normally when we're on podcasts, we're having to
Isn't it?
write quizzes and do things. It's nice just to play.
Would you like to explain for people what Here's What You Do is as a show?
So each week, the 3 of us set each other a brand new quiz. It could be about anything at all, just inspired by events this week. So I work in TV and kind of have created quiz shows for TV. Johnny has created kind of games and quizzes for TV. And John is our friend. But he is also very good at writing quizzes. And is actually the best one. But that's why we try and bring him down in the intro.
Nice, and exactly my type of podcast.
Best quiz you've ever done? Go, straight away. 3, 2, 1. What's the best quiz?
My favourite that I ever did was called Ziuk, which was quiz backwards. And so I got John and Johnny to record their answers speaking backwards. I then paused the recording, reversed it, and then played it back to them. And if it sounded like the correct answer, they got a point.
I love it.
That was a lot of fun.
Well, look, this is not a quiz show. This is an escape room show. So why don't we start in the reverse order of having introduced you. John, what is your escape room experience?
Well, I would say I've done 5 or 6 escape rooms over what I'm going to describe as my career as an escape artist.
That's nice.
I went into the first one I ever did thinking I was going to be really, really good at it because I'm quite logical, I've got my head screwed on. I was genuinely atrocious. It took me, I think, a good hour to get my head into what on earth I was supposed to be doing. It didn't help that it was a non-linear one. So we were just sort of going from puzzle to puzzle, not really knowing how anything related to one another. It was a nightmare. I've since hopefully got better.
And Johnny, what about you? What is your escape room experience?
Yeah, I've done quite a few. I tend to do them with my wife. So we tend to just take them on in pairs. And normally we turn up and they go, "Oh, is it just the two of you?" And we're like, "Yes." Is that a problem? But we do pretty well. Although the last one we did, I think it was the last one or the one before, I just totally went to pieces. It was
Really?
crazy. I just clammed up, couldn't work out like the most basic of things, and my wife just carried the entire thing. And we came out and she was like, "What happened?" I was like, I've no idea. It was so strange. Couldn't solve like the simplest of puzzles. But hopefully that won't be the same now.
How fascinating. We've had days like that, like when we do cryptic crosswords and Sudokus, where I feel like if I'm having a bad day, you just carry the whole thing. Haven't had that in an escape room yet, though.
No, well, my wife is downstairs, so I can always call her up later.
Yeah, if you
Sweet.
get real stuff. Like, come up and look at this. I'm in a bank.
Yeah.
You gotta help me. And James, what about you? What is your escape room experience?
Yeah, I love escape rooms. I'm probably up to double digits, I would say. But
Lovely.
the last one I did it was actually with John, and it was on one of the greatest days of my life.
Ooh.
So we did an escape room at about kind of 1:00, and we actually cheated in the escape room, which I don't know if John remembers, because both John and I are quite tall.
Not deliberately.
No, it wasn't deliberate. We're 6'4", and the escape room was actually a bank. Actually, maybe it set us up well for today. I don't know. But there was a key that you had to get by putting. You had to unlock a rod and unhook it from the back of another door. But we saw that you had to do this. Saw the rod that you had to unlock. But we just put our arm in and just could reach it on our tiptoes because we were so tall. Got it and unlocked it. So we did all of the puzzle like in reverse, and then we had to go back and do the first puzzle at the end because there was one little clue extra that we needed there. So we'll try not to cheat on this one.
Sometimes you cheat and it works against you because you've skipped too many steps and you'll never solve the rest of the room. You feel like, wait, what?
Exactly. It wasn't on purpose though. But yeah, and then so that was 1:00. Then we went to a board game cafe and played board games for 3 or 4 hours. And then in the evening, we went to go and see Linkin Park at Wembley Stadium.
Oh.
Oh,
What a day.
what a day.
It was so good, but now you've just become so numb that you can't do
Very
anything.
Good, very
Lovely
good.
work.
Good.
Really nice.
Very good.
Well, this is also a tabletop role-playing show. This is escape rooms done in a sort of tabletop role-playing style. So in reverse order, so starting now with James, what is your tabletop role-playing experience?
I've never done any kind of tabletop role playing, actually. It's the kind of world that I have friends who do it and who love it. And there was an Edinburgh show about D&D that I really, really wanted to go and see. And it got, for whatever reason, I didn't make it there. It got cancelled, so I couldn't go and see it. So I like the world. I like the people who do it. I love what it stands for. I've just never actually
Dungeons
done
and
it
Dragons.
myself. Yeah.
And Johnny, what about you? What is your tabletop role-playing experience?
Yeah, the same. Like, we're all, big board game fans, but the closest I've come to is like a Gloomhaven, that sort of thing. I've never fully gone into. I think the trouble is it's getting. I know you can do one-shots and all that, but it's having a group of friends. It's hard enough to meet my friends, once a month for a pint, yet alone, with kids and everything else. It's right in my wheelhouse, but I've just never had the chance to do it. And I also think I'd quite like to come up with them myself and be sort of the dungeon master, the games master, and sort of lead people through. But yeah, so far, no chance.
I will say, if you're the one who's willing to say, I will run them and be the game master, much easier to find people who will come and play.
Yeah.
Because that's often the thing that's missing. John, surely, 1 out of 3. What's your tabletop role-playing experience?
When I was a kid, I did do a little bit of Warhammer, a little bit of that sort of stuff, which is
Nice tabletop wargaming.
in a similar vein. But like these two, board gaming. If you were to ask about board gaming, I would say my experience is, I'm not sure extensive is a strong enough word, but not role playing itself. Certainly not as an adult.
I hope that this gives you all a little bit of your role-playing needs fulfilled.
Yeah, maybe this is the gateway that we need to unlock.
And look, and all these notes are available for free online, so you can just start running all of these escape rooms together. You just won't be recorded.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's really great. You get to do all the fun of game mastering, but you also don't have to yes and everything that your players do. You can just tell them they're wrong and no.
It's like, sorry, not the solution, dummies.
Come on, you bunch of you trio of Wallies.
Lovely. All right. Well, with that, I think we're ready to go.
I think so.
All right. James, Johnny, John, in a rare treat, you will not be merged into one individual person.
This is true.
There will be three individuals in this escape room.
Oh.
Very rare that this happens, but it is happening for you. I think we're ready to go. Pen and paper at the ready.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Danny, take us away.
It's outdoors in the dead of night, in late winter, cold from recent rain, but right now, you are sweating. You all are. Scaling a 30-story building will do that to people. Together, you've been planning this for months. A heist of the vault of the Gardenia Bank Central Branch and headquarters. You never saw your lives going this way, but, with the state of society and your personal lives, such as they are, there really wasn't much to lose. So, when Martin Webb, with whom you all went to school all those years ago, contacted you for some easy money with a few less than scrupulous jobs, it was hard to say no. He probably knew what he was doing. Even at school, everyone knew this was where he was headed, but you had no idea that with all of you working together, you'd be really good at it. Like, really, really good at this, which is why, already, you're up to what you would consider your last big score. LBS all capitalized. The vault at Gardenia Central, it's not deep underground. It's not surrounded by layers of steel and cement. In fact, it's placed inconspicuously at the end of a 28th floor corridor. Martin shared all the plans and blueprints with you early on, and he's been tirelessly working on getting you in since. It's foolproof. You enter through the air vent on the roof, disable the security cameras, then take your time figuring out the code to the vault. To undertake this mission, you've all brought the single item that was required of you. So one of you, let's say James, you brought the trusty bag of flour.
Yes. I don't go anywhere without it.
Johnny, you brought the stick of gum.
Delicious.
And John, you brought the high-tech mobile USB-C hacking device.
Yes. See, I've got my head screwed on, haven't I?
I feel like one of us had the more important thing to bring there.
Hey, look, not everybody can bring flour.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Come on.
And as for Martin, he brought along something that equal parts impressed and terrified you. He brought a glaive. Like a long straight pole with a really sharp blade on the end. And,
Wow.
For emergencies.
yeah, that was his explanation when you saw it for the first time.
Sorry, was that Martin speaking?
Yeah.
Hello, Martin.
Exactly
Martin.
the same as he was in primary school.
All right.
What?
Well, the night isn't getting any younger.
Miss, you forgot to mark the homework.
Well, the night isn't getting any younger. You might as well get started. The four of you saunter over to the air vent, but already you can't get any further because the air vent has a grate screwed onto the front of it.
Not to worry. I hid a screwdriver up here when I scouted the place in advance. I put it right down. Oh.
He can't find it, if there even was a screwdriver in the first place. Oh, great. Now what are you supposed to do? If you were strong enough to rip metallic grates off vents, you probably wouldn't be low-level bank robbers. You all look around. There's very little up here. There's the air vent right in the middle. A lot of empty space. The occasional puddle from the early evening rain. And some kind of mural on one of the low walls. A bird's nest sits just above that. You can also peer down over the side of the building and get a faint angle of all 30 floors beneath you, but you can't imagine why that would be useful. Parts of you consider giving up right now, but then Martin will just keep hassling you and this won't be your last big score. There'll be a next big score and who knows how many after that. You want this done, and Gardenia Bank, it's really the best target you're gonna get. With that, you're free.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. I mean, we've got to look at the mural, right? I think
Sure, 100%.
it's got to be our first option.
Totally fair.
Yeah.
This must have been made by some kids of employees at the bank or something, because it's pleasant, it's happy, its quality is and therefore it's highly unlikely to be seen by anyone important up here. And we'll see that. That's one of your 2 images in this room. You're halfway. By that logic, you are halfway done.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Yes, for people at home, you can see this mural, but
Oh.
John will describe it to you.
On a blue background, there is a yellow sun in the top left-hand corner, and then the words say, "May the sun shine on you while you're on top," with the words "shine" and "top" in big red letters with little pink sort of sunshiny bits to the side of each.
I was expecting the mural to be grander.
They were very little kids.
Yeah.
They're very imaginative because in this world, the sun is actually blue and they've imagined it as a yellow sun.
One might even say there was more to this mural, but in playtesting it proved too much of a distraction and got cut.
One could say that.
Oh, I see.
It looks like the kind of thing you put on your fridge and then that your child has brought home from school, and then it gradually makes its way towards the recycling bin as the week progresses. I guess that'll be useful soon. I can't really make much out of it now.
Well, shine and top appear to be, the clear clues.
The big words.
But, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can anagram top to be pot. Heinz for shine. Shine rhymes with 9. That could be useful at some point, maybe.
Should we carry on exploring?
Yeah.
The barren
Let's.
rooftop.
Well, I guess the bird's nest a screwdriver seems like the kind of thing a bird would have just picked up and stuck in their nest.
What if it's a magpie? They like shiny objects.
Ah.
We could poke it with Martin's glaive, perhaps.
For emergencies.
He'll poke
This
it
feels
right
like an
off the
emergency,
edge.
Martin.
The bird's nest sits comfortably, but precariously, above the mural. Inside it are 3 perfect white ovoid little eggs, and behind them, a sneakily snatched up screwdriver.
Hey.
Whoa!
And balancing right on the edge is the bird in charge, a puffy grey thing whose eyes twitch between you and the eggs. It looks rather protective.
Oh, wow.
Oh gosh, we're not glaving it. We're saying
No.
already that's
We're
not.
humanitarians. We're not glaving birds.
Based on its position, even if you had the heart to glaive it, you worry that the bird's nest might tip over the edge.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Who knows where the screwdriver would end up?
Plus, I'm not very accurate with this thing. I just swing wildly.
I feel like Martin bringing the glaive was a mistake, and we should have entrusted him with the flower, maybe.
No, I'm on glaive duty.
Well, I guess we need
Like
to.
the Pirates of Penzance, I'm a glaive to duty.
I'm a glazed. Oh, lovely.
I guess we need to entice that bird away somewhere. So, should we see if there's somehow we can do that? Where else is there?
Can we reach the screwdriver, or will the
Just pop in
bird
and grab it.
go for
You
us?
get a little bit closer. You walk up to the nest to see if you can get within grabbing range, and the guardian bird does indeed strike. Goes for a full frontal eyes assault on all of you at once, and it does not stop until you've all gotten far enough back that the nest and screwdriver are out of reach again. The bird hurries back to the nest and it stares desperately at the eggs, then at the ground, as if making sure none of them have fallen out. And then it glares at you, warning you not to try that again.
Right. So we've got an aggressive bird.
That is something to avoid, I think.
That's the worst sort of assault by a bird, isn't it?
You need your eyes for this mission.
Yeah.
We need to tempt that bird away. Should we?
There's puddles, and then we can look and see how all 30 floors are laid out, which, maybe gives us a clue as to maybe it creates some kind of shape. I imagine if we look over the edge and see, it might give us a clue as to a shape. Do we want to
You look over the edge, and there actually isn't much to the shape of this building. It's pretty uniform. What you can see from now is that the lights on every floor, much to your environmentalist heart's dismay, they're all on.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, we're going to have to turn them off and do it in a code of some sorts. So I guess the only place left to look's the puddles, is it?
Yes, let's check those puddles out.
They are indeed just small, irregular puddles. You don't see anything cluey about them. It was just raining earlier.
Ooh, right.
Oh, no.
So we've got the mural, we've got the nest, we've got the eggs in the nest, and the screwdriver in the nest. We've got to get rid of that bird. Does he like gum?
I presume it's a she, Johnny, misgendering the bird, but if it's protecting the nest with the eggs...
You never know. Some birds
never know.
have more of an,
Yeah.
an uncle system in place for
Yeah.
who
That is
guards the
True,
nest.
yes. Yeah, they do. But why would the bird leave the nest?
Maybe that bird fancies a little bit of your flour, Jim.
Oh, famously
Let's
birds
bake him a
eat
cake.
flour, don't they?
Bake him a cake.
Yeah, you try to get a gauge of this bird's personality and its level of sweet tooth, but all it's giving you is how protective it is and making sure nothing happens to its eggs.
So, how do we get this bird away from its nest? So, food, we could scare it, but we're not those kind of guys, are we?
No, we're not going to
No,
drop a bag
no,
of
we're
flour
not.
on its head. We're nice.
No.
Like that was your go-to option, Johnny.
The flour's not an option.
Any sort of throwing risks falling down 30 stories.
Yeah.
If this bird has snatched up that screwdriver, do they like shiny things? What shiny stuff do we have?
Oh,
Let's get Martin to give up the
yes.
glaive.
Gum wrapper.
Gum wrapper, Johnny. That's nice.
Oh, yes, Johnny. I was going to say the USB-C hacking device is probably better used later on, I'd imagine. I don't know what's to come,
love
but that feels not to be wasted on a bird.
I like the idea that isn't. It's a big old red herring. That's the first thing we just get rid of it. We don't need it. The flour's the most important thing.
Oh, if we had a red herring, the bird would love that. They love fish.
Ah.
This is true.
Does the gum come in a nice shiny wrapper?
Oh, sadly,
Yes.
it's completely dull pink.
Oh.
Oh, come on, Johnny.
Oh, I can't believe you bought the wrong gum, Johnny. How would you feel if I just ran really fast at it and hoped for the best?
That bird is so ready. It's just like with its wings, it's doing a come at me gesture.
Oh, hello. It's feisty.
You know when you're trying to distract a guard and you might throw a stone somewhere and they look that way and then you sneak in? Is there a way we can do that with a bird? Can we get it to look in another direction with make it think there's a predator around? Maybe. Oh, you could. Now, this might not work, but you stick the bag of flour, and again, I feel like we're using our props too early, but you stick the bag of flour on the end of the glaive and then stick it and hoist it in the air to block out the sun to make it look like a
I know what you
predator's
do.
approaching.
Could we not chew the gum, pop that on the end of the glaive, so you've got a sticky substance on the end of your glaive, and then reach in, pop it onto the screwdriver, lift it out, off we go.
That's such a good idea. The bird's nest is just that precarious, though. You really don't trust something with
We
that
don't
much
trust
thing.
Martin with his glaive.
No, to be fair, we shouldn't, should we?
And regarding distracting it with a stone or something like that, or worrying about a predator, the only thing that you can tell about this bird is, again, how much it is like looking. It's checking its eggs, it's checking the ground, it's checking its eggs, it's checking the ground, and then it's glaring at you. That's its general behavior pattern.
Okay, so the eggs. It loves looking at eggs.
Really wants to make sure that those eggs are okay and haven't fallen out or anything. Probably shouldn't have built its nest on the edge of a building.
Loves to live dangerously.
We don't have anything that represents an egg or looks like an egg, do we?
No.
We make eggs out of flour, water and flour.
Oh, that's a nice idea. Make a ball out of the flour and a bit of the puddle.
Oh, use
And
the
create
water
ourselves
from the
a-
puddle and the
a
flour.
fake
Make
egg.
an egg. Yes! And then throw it just off, so then the bird feels like its egg has fallen out of the nest. It flies to it, and then one of us nips in and gets the precarious screwdriver.
Not Martin. Count him out. I'll reach. It's no
No,
problem.
he's not doing anything. Yeah, he should really be back in the car at this point.
These strong hands can't hold an egg without crushing it. Or a squid, that's not a problem. Oh, well, I could do this.
You know what? The flour that you've brought does kind of match the color of those eggs pretty perfectly.
Hey.
Hey.
You pour out a small handful, you dip it in a puddle, and then you start rolling it up into a ball. You take your time, you make it as smooth as possible, and with a bit of work, it looks from a distance like a convincing egg.
Where should we put it? At the other side of the...
Yeah, as far away as is humanly possible.
Well, not too far away. The bird won't see it. You're going to throw it off the side of the building.
Oh, it's got good eyes.
I'm going to show it to it, and then slowly walk away.
Yeah.
It might come straight for you, but...
No, then I'll chuck it to Johnny at that point. No problem.
All right. You try to get the bird's attention. You'd hope it doesn't come to attack you immediately, and careful not to malform the nice egg shape. You give it a little wiggle, and that movement catches the bird's attention, and it freaks out. As far as it's concerned, you've got an egg. That egg is in terrible mortal danger. It flies towards you. It starts batting with its wings. You get that egg elsewhere. You miss. It's a bad throw, so it starts rolling along the ground. That's okay. The bird chases it, and it tries to gain some control over it. And while it's doing that, one of you dips in up close to the nest. Your hand darts out, snatches up the screwdriver, and then you are out of there. And then the bird has tried to pick up the flower ball, and its feet just sort of went straight into it. It realizes its mistake, and it quickly flies back to the nest to protect its real eggs. I can say words.
That's fine. We're happy.
You've got the screwdriver.
We've got what we want.
The ruse has worked.
The bird is happy.
We gave it a little bit of mild panic, but actually we haven't harmed it in any way.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now we have a screwdriver, an event that needs a screwdriver to unscrew its screws, I assume.
It's a mystery.
Should we do that? Should we attack that with a screwdriver?
It's either that or the gum.
You get to it. You take the screws off. You set the grating aside, and one by one, you slide into the air shaft with only the faint light of the hacking device to guide you. You move forward, downward. There are some twists and turns, but there are no choices, so you can get lost. You keep going until you're forced to stop. Oh dear. The blueprints that you'd studied made it look like this vent would exit into a nice central area on the top floor. And that wasn't wrong exactly, but it's not helpful because you found yourself looking towards a huge looming elevator shaft.
That doesn't feel optimal.
This air vent exits into the top of an elevator shaft that's got a sheer drop in both physical space and temperature. Apparently when the air conditioner's switched off, it gets really cold in here. There's a collection of sturdy cables hanging just an arm's length away from you, going down to a lift, which looks like it might be stopped at floor 29. You know that because you can also see on the wall opposite you some automatic doors that would open on floor 30, and then the lift is right below that. You think you can see an emergency open button next to the floor 30 doors as well. Presumably all of the floors have those in case an engineer gets stuck in here or something.
Wow.
Wait, so the lift is below us as we're looking down the shaft?
It is.
Yeah.
You are right at the top.
We're at the top. That's on floor 29.
Can we get onto the roof of the lift Die Hard style?
Gonna say, I'm John McClaning this all the way if we can.
Yeah.
Jumping straight onto the cables.
You slide down the cables until you come to a stop on top of the lift. It doesn't take long, and you reckon all of you, except maybe Martin, who's a bit weak in the arms, as established, you reckon you could climb back up this much when you need to get up. There's a hatch to let you inside the lift, but it appears locked. There's a keyhole. And the only other thing you can see up here is an attached box that reminds you of a circuit breaker or similar. Probably some sort of engineering power panel.
We've got a few things to investigate here.
Yeah.
The hatch, the circuit breaker. Should we go circuit breaker first? I fancy the circuit
I think
breaker.
we go circuit breaker. Yeah.
All right, you flip open the lid to this box, and inside you find two things. First, there is a key-shaped indent, but it's devoid of key. And the second thing is a USB slot. You
Ooh.
expected there'd be like buttons, switches, and the like, but seems that technology has advanced in a new direction.
Is it USB-C? Does it match our hacking device?
There's only one way of finding that out, Jim. Let's get my hacking device involved.
It seems way too convenient, but we've got to do it.
You prepared for this. You didn't
This is
just
it.
randomly decide to break into a bank one day.
Yeah.
You plug in your handy-dandy hacking device, and its screen lights up. And what shows up on it are a whole bunch of virtual switches, numbered 1 to 30.
We should be able to cut the power to floor 28 from here. but it's not just pressing 28. The blueprint said there were other factors to consider. Oh, damn it, why didn't I write this down?
Martin's a liability.
I was
Come on.
glaive shopping.
Okay, roll.
So there's 30 switches.
There are
numbered
30
1
switches.
to 30. And we need to
Mhm.
turn off 28.
Yep.
If
That is
we switch the wrong switch, will anything happen that will put the job at jeopardy? Or are we allowed some trial and error here?
If we hit 1, are we shooting to the first floor?
unlikely. You suspect that this would just be experimenting with figuring out, how the different power affects different floors. So I think you'll be fine.
Well,
Okay.
we know all the lights are on all the floors
We
because when we
do.
looked over the edge, we saw all the lights were on. Now, it might have to be that one of us heads back up to the roof to go and relay information about a switch flicking off a certain combination or lights or something, potentially.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
But
But not Martin.
Yeah.
He's not strong enough.
I wonder if we just don't trust Martin and just try 28 and see if that works.
Well,
because
Is it worth us looking at the hatch first before we start switching things on and off? Just
I think we
in
need
case
the
there's
key for
something
the
else
hatch,
there.
don't we?
Yeah, the
Oh, do we?
hatch has a
no.
keyhole in it, so
I think there's
you
two
won't be able to
keys
get
we're looking
into
for now.
There's a key-shaped indent, which I'm guessing is going to match
in
the hatch.
Yes, it's a perfect outline of where a key once was.
Yes.
Curses.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, can we make a? We can't put the flour in that indent and then put some water in it and make a key out the flour. It would be too flimsy.
I think your idea of going to the roof, us flicking a few switches, see what happens, is a great idea, James.
Let's send one of us up to the top.
All right, who's heading up?
We'll send up Flower Boy.
Yeah, you go, Flower Boy.
The roof has been your domain so far. It only makes sense.
Yeah,
But that bird's up there. I've just tempted
He's
it away with a
fine.
fake egg. He's coming for me.
no,
Now's your
you
chance to
and
make
the
your
bird are
peace with the bird, Jim.
Best mates, yeah.
Fine. I mean, it was my idea to send someone up there, so I guess I have to go and do it myself.
Get on the roof.
All right, and you know what, James? You've got the best arms secretly, so it's easiest for you to climb.
Yeah.
So you head back up to the roof.
Before I did that, I'd like to switch off 28 and see how that
Yep.
affects.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Is that
Totally fair. You
Allowable.
climb back up and you take a look over the side. Then you head back to the air vent and you shout down it. Nothing's changed.
Yep, floors 1 to 30 still lit up.
Can we turn off every switch?
You turn off every single switch, just like make sure that they're all off. And somehow, weirdly, still nothing has changed. There is some possibility that while you were doing that, maybe there was a little bit of flickering on one or two of the floors as you went through them, but you went so fast you didn't really notice which ones. But by the time all 30 things have been switched, all the lights are on.
Right. My first question is, what is the layout of these 30 switches? What does it look like? Is it a 6x5? Is it a 10x3? What are we?
It's essentially just one big row.
Okay. One long line.
Is it worth going a little slower with our switches? Just taking
Yeah.
a bit more time. Sending Jim up and down a bit more.
Switch them all
Alright.
back on again. Reset it.
Perfect.
And then go a little slower.
What, from where? Where are you going? From 1, from 30? Are you doing it a random order?
I think we start at 1 and head up.
Okay.
And are you flicking on and off, or are you just flicking off?
We're going to flick off, see if it flickers,
Mhm.
on see if the floor's lights flicker, and then you report back, Jim.
All
Yeah.
right.
Each time I'll report back, shall I? To save
Okay.
Yes,
us
please.
having to
Yes,
read out the
please.
same bit 30 times.
Yep. All right. So inside the shaft, you turn off switch number 1, and James, you immediately notice floor 1's lights go off.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, hang on.
Okay.
Switch them off in order from 1 to 28. Maybe it's a bottom-up thing.
So do you turn 1 back on and then 2 off, or
Do you think keep one off as well, yeah?
Yeah.
So this would now be 1 and 2
okay?
being off.
Switches 1
This is
and
1 and
2
2.
off. This is interesting, James. Floor 2's lights turn off, but floor 1's turn back on.
Right, keep going up. Keep going up.
Keep going up.
Get your way
Yeah.
up to 28, I
One by
reckon.
one. Yeah, let's do that.
In addition to the 1 and 2, you turn off 3. and all the lights are on.
Oh,
Oh,
three's a nightmare.
This is
Right.
not. Who's designed this?
Well, that's scupping our plan. Should we just skip 3?
You flicked off 1, and that turned off, and then you flicked off 2, and that turned off, but then you flicked off 3, and they're all on.
And explicitly, when it was 1 and 2, only 2 was off. 1 turned
Yeah,
back
I was going
on.
to say, should we keep one on and is it floor 30? What floor are we after? 28 or 30? I forget.
28.
20.
28.
Let's put 1 on and 28 on.
Or off.
Off, yeah. Flick them.
All the lights stay on. You have no effect when you do that.
Gosh, hang on. Is it a number thing? 1 and 2 are both factors of 28.
1 and 2 equal 3 as well, don't they?
So do you have to get all of the numbers that divide into 28 in there? What would that be? 1, 2, 7, 14? Can we try that combo?
You try 1 and then, what did you say? 1, 7, what did you say?
2, 7,
1, 2, 7, 14. Floor 14 turns off.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, hang on. What's
Interesting.
happened here?
This is a lot for my mind to cope with.
This is fun, though.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 7, and 14, 14 turns off. So if we just flick off 28 as well, 1, 2, 7, 14, 28, does that turn off?
You're so close. You're missing
Ah!
something. You're missing something.
Oh, no. I need to write the stuff down.
1, 2, 7, 14, 28.
Well, what about 5? If we add them all together to equal 28.
Oh!
Well, hang on. Not 5. Yeah, 5. No, it's 4.
But then, no, but 24 hasn't been turning off. 14 turned off when we had 14.
Yeah, but if
14
we do
turned
1,
off when
4,
we had
7,
1,
and 14, that adds up to 28.
That is also a factor of 28.
Oh!
4. You
4 is
missed
a factor of 28. Oh, we
There
missed
we
4!
go.
But turn off 4 as well!
Let's do it.
You completely confidently flick those 6 switches, and then James on the roof, you see the lights on floor 28 have gone out.
Hooray!
Ah!
Oh, dreamland.
All the factors of 28.
It's very fortunate that the only factors of 28 that you remembered at first happened to be the perfect factors of 14.
And amazingly quick maths by you to work out that was the case.
Yeah.
Unless you've got them all written down. We could just play with some now just to test your maths out. We turn on 1, 3, 9, and 11. Which one's gone
Ugh.
off?
That's disgusting.
Also, Martin wasn't too bad. He did say that there were other the blueprint said there were other factors to consider.
Mm.
Oh, it's
Martin.
hidden in plain sight. Martin, you tease.
Martin. That's classic Martin, isn't it?
That is, I remember him from primary school. It was a nightmare doing that sort of thing.
Yeah. So we've got the lights, the power's off.
Amazing. Now, if you can just get to floor 28, everything will be great.
Right, well, we're missing a key, aren't we, to find our way into a lift?
Can I come back onto the lift now? I don't want to stay on that roof.
Come in, bring
Oh,
the
God, no,
bar.
I was going to say, you've got to stay up there, Jim.
Look, it's cold outside, but again, it's really cold inside here.
So what do we have? We have the place where the key was, the indent. We have the
Yep.
hatch we need to unlock to get into the lift. What was the emergency? There was the emergency button or something?
Yeah, so like the doors that open up onto each floor, usually at the same time as a lift door, there is an emergency button for them. So technically you could press that and go out onto floor 30, but you suspect that there's nothing on floor 30 for you.
Okay, give that a miss. What else? Is there anything else that we have not explored on the top of that
Honestly,
lift?
no, you've got everything at your disposal.
Can we push any of the buttons by any of the doors? Are they within reach of us at all?
The one to floor 30 you can press, and the doors will open onto floor 30, which is very brightly lit up. You don't see any people out there right now, but you also don't see anything that looks like it's going to lead you to the vault.
Do we want to go back to the mural and think about shining on top again? We're atop a lift. Is there something there? I don't know.
And the lift's at 29, and we want to get it to 28.
I think if we get in,
Get in, we'll be able to press the button,
Pressing
but
buttons.
we can't get in because we need a key. But there is an outline of a key indent.
Mhm.
We could put the gum in the key indent, and then it
Yeah.
would harden.
Mix the gum
into
with a bit of
shape
flour.
a key, and
It
then
is
would it work
very
in the lock?
cold in here.
Should we try that?
Yeah,
I might
Yeah,
put it in the
yeah.
gum.
let's do it.
You open up the gum.
Can Johnny handle it? Because once he's chewed it and put it in the slot, I don't want to
Yeah.
be touching it, please.
Well, you know what? Just to be safe and to make sure no accidents happen, you break off half of the gum and you get chewing. And once it's malleable enough, you shove it into the indent, you flatten it down and shape it to be a perfect match. And it doesn't take long for the cold air to harden it
Hey,
into a pretty convincing key.
I pass the key to James to use.
I'm not touching it. I give it to John.
None of you brought your burgling gloves. Well, whichever one of you feels like you can handle it. It's still got a little bit of give as you insert it into the lock, but as long as you twist very gently, you can make it work without it losing its form, and you get the hatch open.
Oh.
You glance inside, the lift is very fancily upholstered, and the control buttons are on the wall furthest from you. You've got a very good view of it, but it's quite far away.
Now, haven't we just turned the power off on floor 28? Is that going to affect the lift if we push the
Hopefully that's
button?
just
I
the
feel
lights
like we should.
that we've turned off.
I think it's the lights.
Yeah.
I think the lift works on its own system.
The lift appears to have its own system, and that's actually a very good point, because as you're ready to sort of get yourself down through the hatch, at the last moment you freeze because you see a little red light in your peripheral vision.
No, no.
In one of the
Uh-oh.
corners, there's a still very much on security camera.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
So we're not getting in that lift yet.
No way. We need to cut the feed. And does anyone have a sharp device on a long pole?
Yeah.
Did anyone bring one of
Believe in
those?
that.
This is my time to shine.
Yeah, this does feel like an emergency. Let me just cut the... Oh, I don't see any wires to cut.
Yeah, this camera, it's like sort of built into the wall, and not only that, the corner that it's in is at the worst possible angle to try to get a glaive at.
Oh no.
It doesn't seem very cuttable or smashable.
One of those anti-glaive angles.
Yeah.
I know
Exactly.
exactly
That's
what
how
you
they
mean.
It's
get you.
unglaveable.
Yeah. Oh. But we can pop our head in to look. Is there any area in the lift that the camera's not covering? Like
You
the
don't
top
even
part?
want to risk popping your head in. You feel like just sitting, looking from where you are is the only safe angle that it can't get your faces in. So pretty much all you can see in here. No, it looks like it's got pretty thorough coverage. So yeah, you just got nice walls with fancy, expensive paneling all over it. And yeah, just right over the far end, there's the panel of buttons.
How clearly can we see the buttons on the control panel? Can we see them well enough to know what they are?
They are, oh yes, definitely. They're a reasonable distance, like you couldn't stick your arm in and touch one, but you can see exactly what they are.
So what's on the control panel?
Oh, the control panel, your standard elevator buttons, just
One,
the list of floors that you want to go to.
3, 4,
The classics.
5, 6.
Thanks, Martin. That's enough.
Another thing I've seen in heist films is where they like take a picture of the empty space or the space the camera's pointing at and then put it in front of the camera
Yeah.
from the same perspective. I don't suppose we happen to bring
A high quality
a
printer with
printout.
us.
The fact that the gum wrapper isn't shiny is really hindering your progress.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Martin was
So-
supposed to bring the Polaroid, but he pawned it to get the glaive.
Oh, Martin. There's nothing but
How else
trouble,
would
that
you
man.
prevent a camera?
Yeah, so you want it to
I
be
mean-
looking at the high quality interior when we're in there. But I'm thinking we can't move the camera. It feels like it's like one of those like round ones to me that's just there.
Yeah, that you
stuck
can't
on.
touch. It's protected.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, so we can't physically move because that feels like not an escape room. We just move it out of the way and then we got through.
Point it over there.
But is there anything else we've seen on our travels that we've not used yet? There's the glaive we haven't used. Everything else we've used. We're in the right space. There's the control panel which has 1 to 30, but we can't do anything in the lift without being seen.
Can we poke with the glaive? Poke the buttons? Or will it see us?
it will see like one of your arms, but how's it going to recognize you from that? That's not
gonna
really a
hold up
bother.
in court.
Just make sure that it's the one of you who doesn't have the really obvious tattoo on your right forearm. And yeah, the buttons, because they're straight across from you, there's actually a good amount of room to maneuver a glaive around through there.
Oh,
Do we want to go down to the floor 27? So we're then on the roof and we can open the doors of floor 28.
That
If
would
that
be
makes sense.
very sensible if we can't get in the lift. Let's do that.
wait, what? That is genius, Johnny. Yes.
100%.
I do have things in my notes for if you press floor 28 and floor 27. So
Oh,
you poke at the floor 27 button with your glaive, and the lift starts moving. You work hard to keep your balance. It doesn't go too fast because it's not going very far, but the doors open on floor 27, which puts you right at the bottom of floor 28. You just tap that emergency open button, and the doors open. You find yourself looking out at a darkened floor 28 hallway.
We're in, lads.
Let's go.
Your eyes take a moment to adjust to the darkness. There are security cameras in the corners, but you've done your job. They're off. There's no red blinking light on them. A long carpet and mostly bare walls stretch ahead of you until they come to a corner that turns off to the right. The vault must be around there. The only decoration you notice is what looks like a commemorative plaque on the left wall.
Well, let's 100% go and have a look at the plaque.
As you may have suspected from a distant look at it, it's a plaque. It's got a dedication on it. And that is your second and final image of this room coming at you.
Yes, for people playing along at home, you can see this in the show notes. Johnny, would you like to describe this plaque?
So, the plaque is sort of a light grey with a darker grey border. It says at the top, "To my partner Shelley," and then there's a colon. "Without your bravery and downright craziness, this building upgrade would never have happened. You supported me through sleepless nights and terrible leftovers for breakfast too many times. When I crumble to nothing, you endow new life to what's left, so I can try again. The Gardenia Group has a bright future because of you, as do the investors, customers, and landowners. I love you." And that's all in sort of sentence case, so only capitals for a few bits at the beginning, and the Gardenia Group.
what a crazy plaque to write.
It's a bit of a crazy plaque.
Now, the bits that I've sort of jumping out to me, when I crumble to nothing, that sounds like it might be something. Terrible leftovers for breakfast.
So I've terrible leftovers and crumble are all foods in my mind. Leftover food, breakfast is a food, crumbles a food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how that helps.
And, not great for a podcast, but I'm just staring at the picture, reading the words, trying to make sense of it. So, should we have a look and see what else is on the floor? So, there's the plaque. I presume there's a vault nearby. Should we go and have a look at that? Make sure it's as Martin's blueprints described.
Yeah, let's go and have a look at the vault.
I'm still looking at the plaque, but just because the plaque,
You keep
it's
in
sort of,
mind.
it's written in just regular sort of. There's nothing about the formatting that jumps out. It's all very sort of justified and regular.
All right. Well, you keep that in mind, but you keep heading on, and you're just about to round the corner when you freeze. You see a flash of light coming from that direction, a moving one.
No.
Who's there?
Oh no, it's a security guard, and he can tell that you're here. There's a security guard coming for you right now.
Oh,
He hasn't seen you
gosh.
quite yet, but he's coming.
I'm
What do you
on my
do?
way.
Wait, get back
do you
round
do?
the corner, right?
Glaive,
Yeah,
I
glaive,
think-
glaive, straight in the throat.
No, don't glaive him.
Straight in the throat, Johnny. It's
Yeah.
aggressive.
Is there a hiding place? Is there a place we can duck behind?
The hallway is completely bare from here back to the lift.
We'll have to get back in the lift.
My goodness me.
Let's get
Yeah,
back in the
it's-
lift.
Without a glaive to the throat, there's nowhere else to go but back. You sprint for the lift. You hear the guard, who must have heard you properly. Now he's sprinting just as fast behind you.
Oh, here I come.
You leap for the top of the lift. You get the glaive, you press buttons hurriedly in the lift to get things moving, and it works, but it's not fast enough. The guard apparently presses the call button for the lift because it's going to him. You hear the doors open, you hear him get in, and worse, you hear him take out his mobile phone ready to call for backup. He has control of the lift. You're trapped. You stare at each other in panic until Martin says that he's got a plan.
Hold on.
He gestures to the cables and he
Give me
takes
that
the glaive. And when he makes sure that you're all holding on, he swipes the glaive at the cables underneath you.
Aha!
They're strong, but the weapon is stronger. They snap and twang, and in an instant, the lift starts to fall, further down than you can see. All that's left is one single peripheral cable dangling limply down into the darkness. You look at Martin in horror. This wasn't supposed to lead to murder, but Martin looks unrepentant.
It was him or us. Now get your asses to that vault, or you'll be next.
He was really into the glaive to the throat idea and was kind of sad when
If he
you didn't
wasn't
take
wearing
it.
anti-glaive throat armor, I would have killed him where he stood.
Wait,
But
we
he had a
killed him!
gorget on.
Oh, we've sent
Well-
him to his doom, Jim. Unless he jumps at the right time.
We know from a previous pod
Yes!
where I tested our party here of how to survive a bear attack, a swarm of
Ooh.
bees, and a lift attack. So, a lift attack, a lift falling. So, if the security guy just lies on his back, arms
lies down.
outstretched, he's fine. He's fine.
Huh.
He's just decided to just go, oh, that's it. That's it for me. I'm retiring. The life of a guard is
But
not for me.
But I wonder if the security guard did what I suggested on the pod and just jumped before it hit the floor.
No, I think you stood in the corner and your legs concertinaed into your head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had a bad day
that's
that
right.
day.
But wait, where are we? So we've cut the cables.
Are we
Where
hanging?
are we?
Are we
now?
dangling?
You're dangling.
Can we swing towards the open door?
Oh yeah, that won't be a problem. It feels a little bit, you feel a little bit numb, a little bit hollow, but you can still get back into floor 28. Yay.
Yeah.
And was this Martin's plan all along to commit murder? He feels like he's taken a turn.
Oh man.
I mean, you don't
He's
bring a
brought the
glaive to a
glaive.
robbery without intending to use the glaive, do you?
I just
Yeah.
feel like if you wanted to kill the guy, just when he walks around the corner, stab him, and then
He
you've
couldn't, he
not
had
damaged
armour.
the lift, so we
He
can
had,
get
he had a
out.
full set of 14th century plate armor. Well, 15th century plate armor. I couldn't get the glaive in. I would have.
Right. Well, that's that. Should we go and investigate the corner? With
Yeah,
the,
let's head
let's
back
go
round
back
to
to
the
the
see the
vault.
vault.
Makes sense. All right. You head through the floor 28 hallway again. Yeah, sort of numb, but purposeful enough. And this time, nothing and no one greets you as you round the corner, except the sight of a vault door. It's not like in the movies. It's shaped like a regular door. Definitely a bit more heavy duty. You suspect the walls around it are deceptively sturdier than they look. What does make it different from a regular door, though, is there is a substantial, intense-looking security panel in the center of it. So you walk up and you take a look. It requires 3 different inputs to unlock this door. First, there's a set of 6 buttons spaced out like points on a snowflake. So up, down, and then off on the diagonals. And it looks like they need to be pressed in a specific order. The second thing that you need is a passphrase that you can type in, consisting of 2 4-letter words. And the third obstacle, oh boy, a security facial recognition scan.
Oh,
Ah.
Martin!
Come on, Martin.
His face has just been mangled.
Okay.
2 4-letter words, and we've got lots of words from our plaque and our mural. So I wonder
do.
if we can work
Yeah,
out
let's have a look at the-
4-letter words.
Shine and top are 8 letters combined. I don't know whether it's an
Oh, yes.
anagram of all of those. So like stop and hein or whatever. I mean, I've just moved 1 letter there. That doesn't feel like I've done a lot of work.
So yeah, there are 8 letters there. And may the sun shine on you while you're on top. What can you make out of that word?
Thin and pose.
Ooh, nest and posh.
Ooh.
Posh nest.
Posh nest. That is Jim. That's got to be it. It was
Oh,
found.
you
there was a
can't do
nest
posh
above it.
nest. That's a double S usage.
Oh,
Jim.
no. This is why I'm terrible at countdown.
Posh Netty.
But the chances of it being nest, because there's a nest on the roof.
Well,
Seems low, doesn't it?
It does seem
seems low, and that the letters also are unhelpful. The ones that remain.
You can make host and pine.
This THAS and pone. That doesn't make any
Pone.
sense. This open.
Hint.
There we go.
Hint.
It's
Oh,
this-
open.
What is this? An open? Surely that's got to be it.
Open this.
Oh, open this. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh.
Yes. Open this. Can we do that in our...
You
Four-letter
type
word
open
place.
this into the passphrase section and a little green light appears.
Well
Ah,
done.
yes, John.
Beautiful.
Pone
Part two,
this!
Pone, yeah.
Are we sure it's not pine host?
Oh, I feel it was touch and go. They were torn between the two. I'd have gone pine host. So the plaque will have to somehow, therefore, surely in some
Link
way
to
relate
the
to one of
hexagon.
the other two. But I would think the
Sick.
hexagon.
Let's not
yeah.
worry about the face scan yet, because I feel like someone's going to have to go down and recover Gus from the floor.
So all we've got is a panel with 6 buttons that have to be pressed in a specific order.
Correct.
Hmm.
Are the buttons blank? There's nothing on the buttons. They're just an order that they need to be pressed in.
That is right.
Buttons are numbered 1 to 6.
Oh, I would-
You just push them
That
in
made my
order.
life a
No,
lot
they
easier.
they are blank buttons.
How would one describe each of the buttons? As in, if I was to talk to John or Johnny about it, how would I differentiate each of the 6 buttons?
That's a good question.
Yeah, probably. The only thing that really differentiates them, they're all rectangles. They look like if you press them in, they will stay pressed in until you have pressed all 6. But the only thing that really differentiates them is their position in this hexagon.
Okay, so there's top, left, bottom left, bottom right, bottom.
Makes sense.
Is there anything else that has that? Like, is that... It's not compass points, because compass points have an east and west. Doesn't
Yeah.
feel like this has an east and a west.
No, and there's 6 of them. It's got to be the plaque, hasn't it? So
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be. It's somewhere hidden in there.
Oh, hello.
You're... Oh, go on.
Down right. Craziness.
Down. Yes. Without your oblivion. Down right. So that would be the bottom right on our hexagon.
Left over.
Oh, yes.
Nice,
Which
Johnny.
one's that? Is that the top left?
New and down. New life.
New life. So left.
What's left? Yeah.
What's left?
What have we got so far?
Okay,
To
so
my partner,
down right.
Shelley.
Then
Without
left
your bravery.
over.
Down right. Craziness.
Well, let's
This
press the down right button.
building
Sure, you start by pressing the down right button, and as expected, it stays in, waiting for you to press the others.
is upgrade something.
Yeah, you
So
would
left
think
have
so.
an-
So what? Down right, up, because then you've got other ones. You've got things hidden in there. So
Is it giving us the directions relative to the one we've just pressed?
Yeah, so you start down right, then you go up.
So the one above it,
so upright, as it were.
and then left over. So we travel across over the hexagon to the left. So that's our top left one.
Left over, yeah.
Down is in down new life.
And
so
down. End down new
Down.
life. Yes, DOWN. So then we'll go down
And then left.
to what's
Then you've got a left.
But we're
Hmm.
already on the
Then
left.
you've got right in
Mm.
bright. Haven't
But
you?
you did have to go left when you're already on the far left.
Yeah,
So if
we
you
don't
are
wanna go
tracking
left then.
directions,
Oh,
that's
okay.
where that falls
And
apart.
then we've got right in bright. Yes.
But we've got a left and we didn't need to be left.
That is an issue.
Oh, hang on. There's something really sneaky on this plaque whereby landowners is split across 2 lines, but the end of land and owners is down,
I was down.
isn't it? That is a sneaky thing to put on a
Lovely.
plaque. And so, what are
Sneaky
the
plaque.
directions we've got? We've got.
So let's write them. We start with down right. Then
Well,
we
hang
go-
on. Do we? Is there anything before that? But I guess if you start at the top, I don't know. I was going to say to my partner, TOP, but there's my in it. But
Yeah.
That doesn't quite seem to follow the pattern.
If you
know.
can pick any letters in any order, you'll go crazy.
So shall we try and work out what the 6 buttons are called then, and then try and find them? So we've got down right. Above that, I guess, would be upright.
And then up is up the top.
Could be left over.
I think that in the third line, you've missed one.
Oh, supported me has up in it.
Supported.
Oh.
So sneaky.
Up. I mean, is it up port as in up left because left of a ship? Perhaps.
Don't worry, I don't expect you to know ship terminology. to
Okay,
get
it's
through
not
it.
a...
So would that be down right, up, left over? So that's our 4 buttons.
Yeah, so there's right in bright future. Have we got 6 things here? I think let's just go through, let's find them all, and then work out the order.
So there's down right, and then there's up.
Then there's another up,
Then you've got a left. Over.
down, up, left.
And then crumble to nothing. You've got down in down new life. Then you've got a left. Then you've got a right.
Right in bright future, and then landowners is a final down. So as
Yeah,
far as
not
I can
down.
see, we've got down right, up, left down, right down. Has anyone else got anything different to that?
Let's go through them again. So we've got down right. You've got the up in upgrade. We've got the up in supported. Then we've got the left in leftovers. The down in down new life. Left, just in the word left. The right in bright. And then the down in landowners.
Oh, Gardenia Group. There's an up in Gardenia Group.
Oh,
there's
there's
an
an
up in
up in
Johnny.
Gardenia Group.
Oh,
Oh gosh. So that means we're left with down right, up, left down, left up, right down. Is that right?
perfect.
Yeah, I think.
That matches what I've got.
That's 10. Am I wrong?
Well, I wonder if it's to split them up
10
because
letters,
you wouldn't press up twice. So down
In fact,
right
you
will be a
physically
button.
can't press up twice.
Mm.
If you press it once, it stays in.
So it's down right is one, then up left is one, not left up. It'll be up left,
Nice.
and then it'll be down left, and then it'll be up right, and then it'll be down.
You press on the buttons like that, and they click in and they stay in.
Oh,
Yes!
teamwork
Nice
makes
work.
the dream work, chaps.
Flipping heck, that was stressful.
All right. Now, final step.
Oh, Martin has ruined the guy's face.
What happens if we put Martin's face to the face recognition? I feel like he's an inside man.
Oh, that would be a twist. I wish I'd done it. But the surgery that he had recently renders this plan useless.
Okay.
Ah.
I lost my original
didn't-
face in a terrible glaive accident.
So we've used the mural, we've used the plaque, we've used all of our equipment apart from half of Johnny's gum. There doesn't seem to be a face mold we can put half of the gum into to use. There is some
Wow.
flour still, because we only use some for the eggs, so we could make a papier-mâché mask out of the flour. But it looks
Yeah,
like we're going to
whose face is it, though?
Face.
Presumably it's a member of staff or security.
We did have one of them, and Martin killed him. Can we go and see if he's alive?
You know, you can nominate the strongest of you. I think we said that was James to shimmy down the
don't
last
send me
dangling
down
cable.
there.
Yeah,
'cause the
you're
lift
going,
is
Jim.
gone.
Good luck out there.
You're climbing down because the lift is gone.
The lift
Go
fell,
and
but there
borrow the
is still that
security guard's
one.
face.
Yeah.
Down you
So I'm
go.
going to have to go down, get his face, and then
Yeah.
come up.
Chop his head
We'll
off.
have to find out, won't we?
Let's see what's down there.
He might have like a security
pass.
tag or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, pass. Go
Oh,
down.
and I
and
just
have a
hold it
look.
really close to it.
Go,
Hop
Jim,
down, have a
Jim,
look.
shimmy down the lift. It's only 28 floors. Don't make a fuss.
Well,
Just a quick
Yeah,
shimmy.
floor.
you know, this cable feels a lot looser going down this much. It's very unsettling. So you make your way down and you find the lift. It actually isn't all the way at the bottom. Some extra safety mechanism must have kicked in to stop it completely crashing. Now, the fall hasn't left it completely unharmed. The sudden halting has clearly done a bit of damage to it. It's a bit malformed. It smells like burning. In fact, as you hit the top, it's a lot warmer than it once was. And as quietly as you can, you peer as best you can into the lift through the ceiling grate. The inside is in bad condition. Some of the walls and ceiling panels and things have all come loose. The button panel is beeping in alarm. And as for the guard, he is sprawled out. He is unconscious, you think, you hope. That some of the wreckage has fallen and covered his body and face. His arm sticks out from it. His phone's still loosely gripped in his fingers from his futile attempt to make a call. He might be alive, but it's still a pretty sad sight.
We haven't killed him, so this is good.
Ideally.
And I'm guessing you can't carry him back up the
Probably
cable.
not.
Probably not. You know what's annoying? Of all the damage to this lift, that bloody security camera is still working. So you really don't want to get into that lift now.
Oh, gosh. And so, can I search the security guard's person to see if there's anything that might help us?
I mean,
Would that not trigger the security camera?
yeah, without getting into the lift, it will be difficult. Pretty
Oh.
much just that sticky outy arm is the best you got.
I think we've got to take the phone.
We've got to take his phone, surely, yeah.
How are you going to take the phone?
Did you not take the glaive with you, Jim?
Did you not take the glaive with you?
Glaive
Can't
and the
believe you
sticky
didn't take the
gum.
glaive. Yeah.
That's
Glaive
all
and
right.
gum.
Glaive.
Who had the gum? Was that you, Johnny?
I've got the
Johnny.
gum.
That
Yeah.
was Johnny.
All right, you drop the gum down the shaft,
There you go.
Thank
Get chewing.
you.
and then Martin says, "Look out below."
Here comes the glaive.
He javelins the glaive down the lift shaft
You take your chances.
just to finish Gus off.
It's all right. Most of the sharpness of it was taken away. It was all blunted by getting through lift cables, which I think
Fair
are
enough.
one of the hardest materials known to man in reality. But
Sharp
finally,
knife.
the two of them clatter down, and you have gum, which stays pretty soft now that the lift is all hot, and
Yes.
you have a glaive.
Chew it
Lovely.
up. Stick it on.
Useful.
Chew it
We know
Chew
what
it
we're
on.
doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
stick it
had
on.
this
Let's get hold
plan
of that
for
phone.
getting the screwdriver right at the start of the room. Who knew it would come
Exactly.
back?
Oh,
That's it.
Yeah.
You manage to do that. You reach the glaive down with a sticky bit on the end, prod it right into the phone, and bring it back up with you. And the phone has survived. It is functional. And because he was about to make a phone call, it is unlocked.
Oh, well, we need to see if he's been taking any selfies, don't we?
Has he got, yeah, let's hope so.
Has he got maybe any other guard contacts in his phone that we can call, grab them when they come to our floor, shove their face in the thing?
Well, I'm gonna hope the selfie
Feels-
does the trick.
Or the
Don't selfie first.
Alerting security that we're there doesn't seem like the wisest idea for...
Quite frankly, with the lift having fallen, there's every chance that some sort of people are already on their way.
I think
That's
so.
true.
Probably more than you
there
want
was
to deal
some
with.
Random beeping in the lift. I think we shimmy, Jim, you shimmy back up the 28 floors, or however many floors it is,
Mm-hmm.
and let's
Yeah.
see if we can use that phone. It's a selfie of our good friend
He's been
Gus.
taking
Yes.
selfies.
You will sadly have to leave the glaive behind at this point. There's no coming
Oh,
back
no.
for it. But
What a
you
shame.
can bring the phone and you can shimmy your way back up to floor 28, back out to the corridor, and together you huddle around it and you find out that Gus the guard was a selfie fiend.
Of course.
Oh, Gus.
Ledge.
Late nights
Ledge.
working alone, that's what he does.
Should we put it up to the camera and hope for the best?
I think that's the only sensible thing to do.
You put the clearest one where he's in his security uniform and you hold it up to the scanner. And again, you hear a little confirmatory beep and a green light shows up.
Lovely.
That is
Whoa!
all of them. With everything lit up green, the locking mechanisms on this door clank and you heave the door open. It's even darker inside the vault than in the hallway, so your eyes take a moment and you wait until you can see what's before you. The space stretches deep, bigger than it looked from the outside, with rows and rows of shelving lining the walls, every space laden with either pristine stacks of cash or boxes that must contain the same. At the far end, you even catch sight of gold bars piled into a pyramid. Hardly seems real. Martin recovers from his awe before the rest of you.
Don't mind if I do.
He shoulders all of you aside and he walks right on in.
Well, don't just stand there. Get on with it.
He doesn't grab anything off the shelves himself. He appraises the piles, and then he points at the ones he wants and gives you a demanding glare.
Someone grab that pyramid.
Yeah, You start to think of the obvious question of how are you supposed to climb back out while carrying all of this?
You'll make it work if you know what's good for you. Hurry up. 3 gold bars each. You can split one between you when we're out. See how generous I can be.
You exchange looks with one another. Martin got you this far. On the other hand, Martin got you this far. For the three of you have a bit of a silent conversation. You're gonna do what he says, and if not, do you have any other options?
I mean, my go-to at this point is
Shut the
lock him
door.
in. We're better off without him. The real reward is no more Martin.
Also, why is he only giving us 3 gold bars? He's done nothing apart from nearly kill a security guard.
I brought
yeah.
the glaive.
He's not even given us 3. He's given us 1 to share.
Finder's
That's
fee
it.
is 98%.
But how much gold can we carry?
Well, Jim's the strongest. Let's get him. Let's load him up.
Load him up with gold.
You look like you're following all the plans, and remember, Martin's the weak one.
Martin's got nothing. We just tell him, yeah, carry what you want. See you later, Mart. And off we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
He
agree.
won't be able to get up the lift shaft, will he? But you
No,
want to
he's
lock
stuck
him
there
in,
forever.
John?
Yeah, sure. He's a
Lock
liability.
him in the vault.
He's the fall guy.
Yeah, a couple each. Lock him in the vault.
You laden yourself modestly, you totally make it look like you're doing exactly what Martin says. And then, as you're about to make your way out, you go out first and Martin's ready to step out behind you, and then, oopsie daisy, you accidentally close the door on your way out and all of the locking mechanisms shut again. With your superior arm strength, you make your way back up the last cable onto the roof and abseil down right before the emergency lift service repair dudes get there. You're free. Your last big score has been scored.
Yeah.
Is that who we were worried about? The emergency lift repair guys? It wasn't the police. It was, watch out, the emergency lift repair guys are coming.
We're rich. Don't worry about them.
We're rich. Don't worry
Let's
about
go.
that. We're rich and no more Martin.
We've done it.
Thanks for listening to Escape This Podcast. Stay tuned for next week's episode where we talk about the escape room that we just did with the guest that we just had. This podcast is kept afloat by crowdfunding, so if you'd like to sign up, why don't you head to our Patreon? There's a link in the show notes below, where there's weekly episodes for our $5 donors, a charmed recap show, and a monthly video for our $10 donors, weekly cryptic crosswords for our $20 donors, and all of our donors can appear as NPCs in rooms that Danny writes. Thanks again for listening. See you next time.